Tips for building a perfect Japanese style tiny home on wheels. The first is start with core Japanese design principle. The first principle is about the simplicity or kanzu. Keep everything clean, functional, and clutter free. And then natural materials. We can use wood, bamboo, paper, or for example soji, linen, and stone. And then about the natural color palette: whites, beige, soft grays, and wood tones. And then we can balance and harmony, blend indoor and outdoor feeling, symmetry, and open flow. And then for the second aspect is about optimize the layout for small space. And the open plan design merge kitchen, dining, and living into one flexible zone. And then about the sliding doors, soji or fusuma, save space compared to swing doors and aesthetic value. Then multifunctional zones, dining area can double as a workspace or the corner. Then we can split levels. We can use subtle elevation change for zoning, for example raised tatami area. Then for the third aspect is about the furniture tips for efficiency and the style. Low profile furniture, opt for flooring seating, low tables, and futons instead of western height beds and sofas. Then for modular futon, sleep on a foldable futon mattress that can be stored in a drawer or closet during the day. Tansu stairs, combine storage with access to loft space by using staircase drawers. And then about the hidden storage, use underfloor compartments, benches with lift up seats or ottoman that open. And then for the foldable or double daddy pieces, for example a dining table that folds into the wall or a bench that opens into a guest bed. Then for the fourth aspect is about the material and texture choice. Tatami mats used for the main sleeping or meditation zone adds authenticity and a natural sense. Wood paneling or cedar, hinoki, pine brings warmth and Japanese aesthetic. Paper and wood lighting, lantern style lights or minimalist LED sconces with washi paper like diffuser. Textiles, cotton curtains, woven floor rugs, and linen bedding keep the space breathable. Then for the fifth aspect is about the smart space saving techniques. Vertical storage, we can use tall shelves or cabinets along the walls, use upper space efficiently. In the loft bed area, we can place sleeping zone above bathroom or kitchen to save floor space. And then for the wall mounted folding desk, for workspace or dining, flips up when not in use. And magnetic or hook system, used for hanging tools, kitchenware, or even plants. Then for the sixth aspect is about the bathroom consideration or Japanese style. Wet bath layout, combine shower and sink in one water-sealed room like a Japanese unit bath. And compact soaking tub, ofuro, optional but adds major authenticity and comfort. Minimal text, minimal fixture. Wall hung toilet or space saving sink to open up room. Then for the seventh aspect is about the light and ambiance. Maximize natural light, install clerestory or large corner windows. Soft ambient lighting, avoid harsh white lights, use dimmable warm lights like 2700 until 3000 Kelvin. And then for the view framing, position window to capture nature view and promote tranquility. And then for the eighth aspect is about the touch of Zen. Tokonama alcove, a small recessed area for seasonal flowers, a scroll or smart art, mini Zen garden, optional tree garden on a shelf or outside entryway, no excess decor. Every item should serve a purpose or spark joy. Then for the ninth aspect is about the exterior design. Vertical wooden slats, baked steel roof, or sliding panels give a modern Japanese vibe. Then for the simple landscaping, pot, bonsai, gravel, or bamboo can create a tranquil entry space. Then for the 10th aspect is about the sustainable and mobile living consideration. Lightweight materials, essential for mobile home, use composite wood and bamboo instead of solid heavy wood. Solar panel integration, flat roof with panels blend sustainability with independence. Ventilation and insulation prioritize airflow and climate control due to limited space.